As business owners, we're looking to outsource more and more things every day. You outsource your payroll, possibly outsource your HR. If you think about it, you outsource your taxes to your CPA. Hi, I'm Eric Rourke with Rourke, and I'm here to talk to you about the 8 benefits of outsourcing your accounting and finance function. The first reason why you should outsource your accounting and finance is to get the expertise that you need for your company. Look, when you're dealing with an outsourced firm, they're going to bring highly trained accounting and finance professionals. You're not going to be distracted by other items and things like that in the business, and they're going to see multitudes of businesses and be able to bring best practices to you. Typically, when you look at an organization, you're going to be fluctuating between a bookkeeper, an accountant, a controller, and CFO level services. And you can't hire all those, but what you do is you get the services when you need them. So the little bit of CFO services that you need, a little bit more of the controller services that you need, the accountant, the bookkeeper, and the supervision to make sure that it all wraps up into a great package for you and your company to be able to progress quicker, faster, and stronger. Second benefit of outsourcing your accounting and finance, and maybe this should be the first, is really the cost savings. So if you look at the cost of employees, you have the salaries, the benefits, the taxes, workers' comp, unemployment, all these things come into play. It becomes really expensive. And a lot of the business owners that we're talking to today are trying to look at labor costs, and labor costs are one of the highest issues. So if you look at being able to outsource, there are efficiencies that you'll be able to get, which will be able to come back in your organization, not only from the expertise and the quality that we talked about a moment ago, but also from the cost saving. So number 2, look at outsourcing your accounting and finance for the benefit of cost saving. The third, and one of the most important benefits of outsourcing your accounting and finance, is turnover and time off. Look, when you're a smaller organization, there's only so many people you have, and everybody's critical. If someone's sick or on vacation, or even in worst case scenario, if they leave, that causes a lot of stress and anxiety and pressure in the organization. When you outsource your accounting and finance, that becomes the company's problem. That's not your problem. So if someone turns over or they're out sick, they have a team that will be able to help you and be able to support you. And when you look at turnover, the costs are substantial. So you may have to pay a recruiting fee, or you're going to have to take your time internally in order to hire somebody, which is huge. Then you got to train them. If they're not the right person, you're doing this process all over again. What a headache. Outsource your accounting and finance, and that becomes their problem and not yours. Focus on the things that make your business the most money. Benefit 4 is the time savings that you achieve by outsourcing the accounting and finance function. Look, we're all busy owners. We're very focused on the marketing, sales, and operations of our companies. Being able to outsource the accounting and finance, you don't have to manage those employees. You don't have to give them the guide. They're already there to be your partners with the experts that they are. That not only transcends to you as an owner, but it transcends into other areas of your team. And having that higher level of resources, they're going to know the things that are going to be most impactful for you. And their goal should be to save time and give you the information that you need to make more impactful decisions to grow your profitability and bottom line. The fifth benefit of outsourcing your accounting and finance is the flexibility that you get within the organization. Look, if you have 2 or 3 people, then 1, you need to keep them busy, but 2, on the other end, when they're busy and they should be fully busy, they don't have the flexibility to take on new things as the business grows or matures, or new things that come up. So you've got to wait, and it becomes frustrating as a business owner. Hey, we've got PPP was a huge thing recently. And so the accounting teams didn't have the ability to do these, or they've taken them on as well as other projects. But there's going to be a lot of things where you're going to want to move, want to pivot, and be agile in your business. By outsourcing your accounting and finance, you have access to those teams and those individuals that can come in and help. So if you want to move and make these changes, there's additional people on the team, not just that fixed cost or fixed bandwidth of people. So strength in being able to be agile and pivot, flexibility is the reason why you should outsource your accounting and finance function. The sixth benefit of outsourcing your accounting and finance is the ability to scale up or scale down quickly. Look, business growth can come in lumps, and if you're a growing emerging company, it can get ahead of you. I've seen too many businesses, and this is what we do all the time, is we come in, we help these businesses that have grown quickly, and unfortunately, their back-end operations are actually holding them back. So it's costing them even more money because they can't get this up to speed. Or on the other end, they get a downturn. We've seen this in 08, we've seen it in COVID recently. There's a downturn. You're trying to do layouts, you're trying to become more efficient with your money, but you don't want to lose good people because the cost of people is so intense. So being able to outsource your accounting and finance gives you the ability to scale up when those peaks and highs of business growth, even if it's just a seasonal peak. And on the converse side, if the business is having a harder time, then you can also scale down, and you don't have to worry about the hiring the employees, the bandwidth. So it gives you that flexibility of scaling up and scaling down quickly within your operation. So the seventh benefit of outsourcing your accounting and finance functions are better processes and tools within your organization. Look, when you're a small organization, you're trying to minimize the costs on the overhead spend. But if you outsource that function, that cost of these better tools that are more advanced gets spread amongst many clients. Look, it almost feels like it's not fair. These big companies have all these great tools and information, and as a small company, you're trying to piece things together and work and update, and you got to be agile and have grit. If you outsource the accounting and finance function, not only do you get access to the tools, but the people who use these tools and bring the processes into your organization. It's just another way of building great efficiency, the process and the tools to be able to help your business shine, scale, and grow. So our eighth and final benefit of outsourcing your accounting and finance is business intelligence. Look, I'm a big sports fan. I love football. I love baseball. And it's really nice to know the score. I like to look at the stats. That's a lot of the accounting, right? We're the score and we're the stats. But the score and the stats don't win the game for you. Let's be candid, right? It's a fierce competition out there. Unlike a sports game where it's one team versus the other, this is your team versus everybody else, all your competitors out there. So you have to be locked in, you have to be tight. And this is where the business intelligence helps you. It's like having the coach on the field, calling the plays, making the adjustments and pivots, and helping your team doing that with good business information help you win the game. Business intelligence is the difference maker. You're not going to get it from your bookkeeper. You may not, and likely won't get it from your controller, just depending on the type of controller that you hire. But this is where you get the broad range of experience, not only look at what happened, but to look at the adjustments, pivots in the future and how you're going to, where you're going to get to in the future. Business intelligence, one of the most critical benefits, one of the best benefits of outsourcing your accounting and finance. Keep these 8 benefits in mind as you consider outsourcing your accounting and finance. I'm positive it could be extremely helpful for you as you grow, even in your current state or on a downside of the economy. If you're interested in learning more about accounting and finance outsourcing, click the link below. We'd be happy to help. Have a great day, everyone.